In the annals of aviation history, few stories are as audacious and unbelievable as that of Tommy Fitzpatrick. This is the tale of a man who turned a bar bet into one of the wildest aviation stunts you've never heard of. It all began in a local tavern where alcohol-fueled bravado led Tommy Fitzpatrick to make an outrageous claim. He boasted that he could fly from New Jersey to New York City in just 15 minutes. The laughter that followed was mixed with a challenge that Tommy couldn't ignore. Determined to prove his point, Tommy took action. In the dead of night, he commandeered a vintage Cessna 140 from the Teterboro School of Aeronautics. The aircraft was stripped of its lights and radio, perfect for a stealth mission. His target, St. Nicholas Avenue, right in front of the bar where his claim was born. Against all odds, Tommy pulled it off. His touchdown was smooth, earning nods of admiration from onlookers. Even the New York Times couldn't help but acknowledge the brilliance of the stunt, calling it a fine landing and a feat of aeronautics. Authorities were baffled but surprisingly lenient, handing Fitzpatrick only a $100 fine. The city buzzed with excitement over Tommy's daring flight. He became an instant folk hero, his story spreading like wildfire through the streets of New York. But for Tommy, once wasn't enough. 2 years later, in 1958, a skeptical bar patron challenged Tommy's previous feat. Never one to back down, Fitzpatrick decided to do it again. This time, he set his sights on Amsterdam and 187th Street near a Yeshiva University building. Once more, Tommy snagged a Cessna from Teterboro Airport and soared across the Hudson. Despite the trickier landing spot, he touched down smoothly. However, the law wasn't as forgiving this time. Judge John A. Mullen, unimpressed by Tommy's excuse of a lousy drink, sentenced him to 6 months behind bars. Tommy Fitzpatrick's flights weren't just stunts. They symbolized an era filled with adventure and daring. His escapades captured the public's imagination, turning him into a modern-day barnstormer. The media couldn't get enough of his story, with even the usually straight-laced New York Times hinting at admiration for his skill and audacity. Today, Tommy's legend lives on, a reminder of a time when rules seemed more like suggestions and the sky was just another frontier to conquer. His story resonates with those who long for the adventurous spirit of the 50s, when defying gravity, literally or in spirit, was more about the journey than the destination. In our regimented world, Fitzpatrick's tale serves as a nostalgic nod to an era when a plane, a bet, and a little liquid courage could propel someone into the annals of rebellious lore. It celebrates a legacy that continues to inspire those who yearn for the bold and spirited adventures of the past. Tommy Fitzpatrick's wild flights remind us that sometimes the most memorable stories are born from the most unlikely circumstances. His audacious journeys, fueled by bravado and a dash of mischief, continue to captivate our imaginations, proving that in the world of aviation, truth can indeed be stranger than fiction.